My name is Cayden Sparks, and welcome to Shooting with Cayden. Over the next 30 minutes, you will learn some helpful tips and pointers to make you shoot better and shoot more often. The first thing, everybody starts with a BB gun, right? So there's another gun on the market that is called a .22 birdshot. Now, a .22 birdshot is not a .22 rifle. It's like a shotgun. It's single shot. So you can throw some balloons. You can put some helium balloons in the air, and you can take a .22 birdshot and shoot them. Then you can advance to the BB gun and have Dad throw some targets in the air and shoot them with a single shot BB gun. And in some ways, a .22 birdshot is safer because it does not ricochet like a BB gun, because the BBs are made of titanium and will ricochet. So do be careful when using BB guns and shotguns. All right, here we go. Pull. Before we go any further, I want to tell you some things on the feet position and the hand position. You should have your feet pointed towards where you're going to shoot, and your hold point should be lower so you can come up to the target. All right, here we go. Feet position, hand position, hold point, bang. I learned all of these things from a fellow instructor I know who is a wildlife biologist, and his name is Terry Musser. All right, we're ready. You want to see something really small? It's called a ping pong ball. All right, let's go. Apparently it went bye-bye. Barely.
You hit it.
All right. Now it's back to the BB gun. But notice I'm still wearing my safety glasses. BBs are round and they're made to bounce. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to play a game. We have 3 lines, the 10, the 15, and the 20-foot line. Now my dad is going to throw a can up in the air. I have to hit it 3 times in a row before I advance it. I advance to the next line. Let's see if I can do it.
There's the hit.
There's one. Oops. There's 2. And there's 3. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Okay, move back.
Up. One. Up. There's two. Up. That's three.
That's three. That was a tick.
Barely.
Okay, now
I'm gonna shoot something really small. It's a ping pong ball with a BB gun. Think I'm crazy, right? Up! Up! That's two. Up! There's three. How about some long-range cans? All right, let's shoot some. One.
that's a tree. That's a tick.
Tick.
I heard it.
Two. That's three. All right, now we're gonna try some long-range ping pong balls. Let's see if I can hit them still. All right.
Tick.
One.
That's a tick. I'll give it to you. Are you close or can you?
I'm close.
Take your time. Don't keep getting forward.
Let's see this in slow motion. Hi, welcome back to Shooting with Cayden. Today we're going to be shooting incomers, crossers, and going away targets. Now before we get going, let's talk about safety like we did it back at the house when we were shooting the BB gun. Okay, first, when you're handling a shotgun, if it's a break action or semi-automatic, always keep the action open, as you can see here. Keep the safety on and keep the gun pointed in a safe position. Oh, I'm shooting a Franchi 4.8L shotgun, semi-automatic. Today we're going to shoot a few targets, so let's go. All right, now look at my feet. I'm gonna have my feet pointed at the target, and I'm gonna get my whole point, come up to the target and shoot. Now today, we are going to be shooting incoming targets first. Now most people start with going away targets, but incomers are a lot easier for the shooter to shoot, and they're much slower targets, so the shooter doesn't have to worry about something being extremely fast for their first start. They can shoot something nice and slow, and then eventually they can scoot up and shoot some more. So now let's go shoot a few. All right, puller ready?
Can you see me over here, Dwayne? No. Good. Puller's ready.
All right. Pull! Hop! All right. So you see I had my feet pointing at the target, my whole point, and I came up through the target, bang, kept going, then dismounted the gun and loaded another shell in. All right, now we're Now we're going to do a drill that my fellow instructor Terry Musser told me how to do. It's called the early, sweet spot, and late drill. And what that means is I'm going to break it early, I'm going to break it in the sweet spot, and I'm going to break it late. Here we go. Let's move up a little closer to the thrower and let's shoot some quicker incomers. All right. All right, let's move on up. This is when I was 8 and the first time we did the incomer drill with our friends, the Moors.
Nice shot.
Dad, did you get that one?
I got it.
Woohoo!
We're moving up on the target, making Cayden shoot him quicker and quicker. And as you can see, Cayden is dusting them. Nice shot, Cayden. We're now standing above the stake where we were breaking them before, and we're 35 feet ahead of that, smashing targets.
No.
Nice one. Cayden is raining pieces of clay down on it.
That was pretty good.
I think that's the one to end on.
What's that? Yeah, that's a good one to end on.
That's called creaming it. Hey, I got most of that on tape.
Oh!
This is my friend Connor Moore.
Nice
and as
shot,
you can see,
Connor.
he's a pretty good shot himself.
Oh!
That's 2 in a row. That's breaking him. Good shot.
Oh!
3 in a row. Way to go, Connor.
All right, now we're going to shoot some double incomers. He's going to put 2 shells in the gun. I'm going to mount it, and every time I shoot, he's going to, when I shoot, he's going to pull a second one, and I'm going to shoot that one. And then we load another 2, and then we shoot the same drill again. Pull! Up!
Turn around and tell him you're going to do 3.
All right, now we're going to move on to 3 shells. Now we're going to break 3 targets. All right.
Get that, Wayne?
All right, now let's go shoot some straightaway targets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have our feet pointed at the target. We're gonna have hole point, come up, and shoot. Now, my instructor, Terry Musser, says see it and shoot it. I modified that saying to find it and grind it. All right, let's go shoot some straightaways with my semi-automatic.
That's grinding it. Back up a little bit, make it harder.
Let's back up just a little bit. All right.
Ready to quit on that? Shoot some crossers?
One more. All right, let's go shoot some crossers. All right, now we're gonna practice crossers. But before we actually shoot the crossers, we're going to do a thing that will show you all the different types of leads to shoot a crosser. What we're gonna do is Dad's gonna take a rod and he's duct taped a clay target to it. Notice my gun is empty. I'm going to show you the 3 different types of leads, how you get like sustain lead, pass through, and pull away. All right. What we're going to do first is we're going to do a sustain lead shot first. And a sustain lead shot goes like this. Pull. Always stay in front of the target. Bang, bang. Then that shot cloud comes right into the target. The second lead we'll learn is pass through. And pass through goes like this. Pull. Bang, bang, bang. The third lead is called pull away. It goes kind of like pass through, but it's a little different. Pull. So those are the 3 different types of leads we'll be using today to shoot the crossing target.
Good job, Cayden. Hold point.
All right. So when we shoot crossers, we're gonna have our feet positioned in about the center, have our whole point back here, looking at the trap with our eyes, follow the bird, start moving, don't let it get in front of your barrel, shoot, keep moving. Hop!
Cayden, okay? That's working. Okay, you ready for some turn out? How about some report doubles?
How about some report doubles? Hop! Let's try some real fast doubles. Hop! This is a good example of sustained lead. All right, now we're going to shoot the gun unmounted. But before we go to the flying targets, we're going to shoot a fixed target. Now let's shoot that fixed target, and then we'll move on to the flying targets. So mount your gun and shoot.
Start here and push it forward.
Like this. All right, let's shoot some. All right.
Pull! So now tell him you're going to shoot some.
All right, now that we've mastered the fixed targets, we're going to go shoot some flying targets. Start the gun unmounted, rise it up, mount it, find the target, and break it.
Good job.
All right, let's shoot a few.
Good feet. Where's your toe? Where you going to break it? On your call.
Pull.
Nice.
Pull. Pull. All right. Now we're going to shoot a field drill, which I'll be walking. And then Dad has the choice of pulling whenever he wants, and when he does, I have my gun ready like this, bang. All right, let's go shoot some.
Dead bird. Okay, try to get on that front foot. Point. All right, start walking right there again. Point. Shot.
This is a long bird. Notice this bird won't flush.
Okay, back up. Gun's on safety. It's not safety, it's on point. Finger off the trigger though. Point.
I hope you enjoyed shooting with Cayden. I'd like to thank Mr. Terry Musser, my mom, and my dad for all supporting me of shooting. I hope you shoot safe and often, and I hope you liked shooting with Cayden.
That's great, Cayden. Good job.